And hello, folks. It is I, Kamikaze, here to bring you more Danganronpa. Without further ado, let's continue what we're doing. Oh, crap. It's the beginning of that trial, isn't it? Shiitake mushrooms. There's only like, what, 4 of us left? Wait, what? I really am annoyed at her, and I'm surprised someone didn't kill her off early on. Huh?
Hey. What?
Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
That does seem like a problem.
Could it be?
Well, we don't have much of a choice. Oh, there we go.
What? Come on.
Yeah, you think? 10 whole minutes, or for me, it was only like 10 seconds.
In other words...
Wait, well, that proves my point. No, I say no to that. It's not a violation. Who's still alive? I want to know. Oh, never mind. Let me guess. When we heard of that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey.
I knew it. Kyoko! Oh, you shove it. You haven't done anything clairvoyant at all through all of this. You have done absolutely nothing this entire game, besides getting stuffed into a suit. Your ultimate skill is crap.
What?
Is that right?
Well, what, are you gonna make one up for later?
Shing!
We're on the elevator, you moron! Aren't we? Wait, are we in the elevator or are we just in front of it? When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko!
Indeed.
He has a point. Huh?
Let's go.
Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator.
But...
Yeah, but then there's the next one, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one, until we're all dead. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. No, I'm gonna look over here. Whoa, I can't actually look away from her. She's always there. Oh. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you, where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
The second floor?
That's right.
But wouldn't Monokuma have seen you go in there?
Whew.
Then, when did you find out?
So...
So that's why you're late.
However...
But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found to goes?
Wrong.
I would have thought it was that one Monokuma door.
In other words...
Wait, what? What?
Just a second.
Makoto.
We'll get in trouble. You won't.
It would seem...
For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. Jeez, there's only 6 of us left. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it was an illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. Oh, is it?
I can't wait! I can't wait! Thrills, chills, kills!
So we're all alive, someone else is dead, which means it has to be that additional person, right? And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. I'm sorry, that's just a horrible way to open a trial. I don't think I've ever thought that way. A deadly la 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 la. Did I get any new skills? I don't think I've done anything. Wait. It's making me select them all again? No, that was a new one. Increase the focus gauge by 2. Effective during the class trial. Cost 2 SP. Yeah, okay, so I'm set.
Let's begin with a basic explanation.
Nope.
If you can figure
Nope.
I'll...
Nope.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
They're burned beyond recognition.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no
Oh,
other
you're an
explanation.
Idiot! Oh my god! Even if you're made up, you're so stupid!
But Kyoko's standing right there.
That's a ghost, right?
No, that's a ghost.
Yeah, frickin' moron. Okay, moving on.
But she has legs and stuff.
Who says ghosts can't have legs? I don't even know where that knowledge came from.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Wow, and I thought it couldn't get dumber.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Like, yours started at 0 and didn't go any higher.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
one important trait that Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
Because they're a great fashion statement and come in all sorts of sizes, shapes, and colors.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
What if they're just emotional scars?
Oh! You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
There'd be remnants left, right?
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. I mean, the corpse is still there, right? But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... fight to the death! Let's go with the tattoo on the right hand.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove
Oh,
it.
come on.
Prove she's not a
There we
ghost.
go.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
Okay,
This entire discussion is idiotic.
yeah, all he did was comment on gloves twice. I'm kind of at a loss. I know the body's in Kyoko's, and I know I can prove it.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Oh, fake nails. There we go. He couldn't wear gloves.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing gloves before the...
Well,
Yeah, she must have been wearing.
Boom.
No, that's wrong. No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember?
Like that, girl that got impaled by Monokuma in the beginning.
I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Haha, burn.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life.
That's cool. Custom tailored gloves.
If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Yet we had to prove it to the pro, man.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
Oh, God.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify the victim for the third time in the same statement. Everything starts from there. What, another one again? Yeah, a tattoo on the right hand would help identify that.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who
What? No,
died?
what the hell are you doing?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition,
Yeah?
and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
No, that's wrong. There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
If I'm wrong, we're all going to. Seriously.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh?
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Oh, wow. Oh, she is so messed up on so many levels.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
He's gullible beyond belief.
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. But fake nails, tattoo, tattoo. Well, use that one for the tattoo, and that one. Chickens.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Really? Oh yeah, I need the hints for that one. Because it's so difficult. Ah, the challenge it gives me.
Now I understand. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
You had to think hard for that one.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
No, she's just a puppet. Come on, you really think that that person's the one who did it and ended up dying? And then there's Monokuma still here?
You sound surprised, but you're
Wait.
absolutely right.
What? Then who's controlling you?
Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
We never even got to saw her face. See her face. English bad or good.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No.
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Or someone really, really depressed.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
But the ultimate soldier.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
So what? Kyoko's the only one that could be the only ultimate that's unidentified, but ultimate despair? Unless she kills us all.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Or Kyoko intentionally gave the wrong information.
Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
And if all the students were required to be at the trials, I mean, does that mean they were at the trials too?
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us, just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
I think the headmaster's dead.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
Simmer down, Teddy.
Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this, no matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
To me, that means nothing, but okay.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation.
So if I slap you across the face, you're not going to be provoked?
Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the
Shut up.
The reason we're having a clap, hammer that point straight into your big ol' brain.
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Wait, what?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Okay, him saying that doesn't sound as stupid as I would think, because, I mean, what do I mean? I just can't see any of the people here murdering for any reason, let alone someone they don't know.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
You say students. There are 16 students. Are you specifying students for a reason? Is there a 17th person?
Seriously? Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Well, it wasn't Scissors, so we know it wasn't you.
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be 2 suspects. Well, it can't be Mukuro because Mukuro is dead.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there.
But there were tarps, which means that someone had to have moved the body over there, so the body could have been dead before nighttime. We don't even know how long the person was dead because they got blown up!
So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The 4 of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
But then, there's also the bomb. And then there's me, which I know I didn't do it because it didn't make me do it. I didn't sneak up behind someone and stab them, let alone plant a bomb on them.
All of which is to say, the 4 of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Yes.
Exactly so.
But, okay, it doesn't make any sense. One of those 4 would have had to have done it because I really think Kyoko was doing what she said she was doing. So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it. I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Maybe.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
What, you're not going to? Aw, I'm so disappointed.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Between 10 p.m. and before 7:30, because, well, 7:30, sprinkler, tarp, coverage, thingy, missing, clue.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? When she went to go get the pickaxe.
Yeah, okay, and I had a theory about that, and I can't remember for the life of me. No. I don't remember what time. I didn't play for a while.
Shoot!
I feel like such a waste smacking myself with that. No? Oh, wait, I forgot. You get up at 7. I go to bed at 10, and I was sitting there going, well, you can't be up earlier than 10.
Shoot!
Yeah, shut up. I feel stupid already, you guys. I wonder what I should choose.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
That's right, it gave her a 1 minute time frame.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
11-hour window? We have to narrow that down.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Can we narrow it down more? The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. And I don't have an alibi for 10 p.m. until 7:30. Unless, well, I had that nightmare, right? Which means I saw Kyoko in my dreams, which means that she may have stopped by or something to see how I was doing. What? Okay then, it looks like the game has begun. I can't provide an alibi for that period. And I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during that time. I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Sprinkler system. Yeah, there we go.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have it.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
What? I would think the sprinklers would have had something to do with it.
Shoot!
I'm just gonna dig myself a deeper hole, don't mind me.
We've established a time. It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock.
Yep, and Makoto.
Yeah, from to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any
Any objections, now would be the time.
Something that happens in the gardens at the same time every morning. Yeah! The sprinklers!
We've established a time frame
For the murder.
It took place somewhere
between 10 o'clock at night
What else do I have?
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi
Oh,
for
wait,
most
wait,
of that
wait.
time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Nope.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So
What is the
Makoto,
right
if you
person
have
doing?
any objections,
Now would be the time.
Yeah, I know. Continue. Let's try this.
We've established a time.
it took place.
place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Oh, damn it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Shoot.
What am I supposed to grab? It has to be the sprinklers, because that's what
We've
happens.
established a time
frame
For the murder.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Okay, I right-clicked
and 9
again.
o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi.
Yeah, from 10 to 7:30.
That's more than enough.
Enough time to commit. So Makoto, if you have
What
any
am I
objections,
supposed to
now
grab?
would be the time.
There's something that happens in the gardens at the same time every morning. The sprinklers. So what, do I shoot sprinklers at the 10 a.m.? Does that, I mean 10 p.m.? Because that doesn't seem right. We'll figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden.
We've established a
let's
time
shoot it.
frame. It took place.
place somewhere between 10
How is that it?
No, that's wrong! Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
Oh, okay, now that makes sense. That's where the reasoning was. It was just like, that was the one I was supposed to use, but where was I supposed to use it out of the two places?
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
I threw a bucket of water on it.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
Well, I wasn't saying that, but
No,
moving on.
I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
How does she go farther insane with every word she speaks?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
Calm down. And he'll tell us why next time. At this point, I'm going to call the episode here. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, do all the fun things. I'll catch you in the next episode of Danganronpa.